And just off 1 minute 1, you were clearing inbound for pickup.
That's what the rescue crew heard over the radio right before they saved someone's life. The Central Washington Mountain Rescue Group is on call 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Because Yakima is surrounded by mountains and rough terrain, ground rescue could take several hours to reach someone who's injured, and in some cases, the wait could be life or death.
In the United States, there's no professional service really that services most of the areas, and so it's getting people in the wilderness that have been hurt and injured is up to volunteers. And so without us, people would be out there for a long time.
The group trains with medical equipment about 4 times a year, so they're prepared for any emergency. In today's training, they familiarized themselves with a stretcher using a weighted mannequin and also hoisted themselves out of a U.S. Army medical helicopter. They tell us both the equipment and techniques were used in recent rescues.
To see the impact that we have on the people of Yakima County, and even the surrounding counties, and just the appreciation that they have when we're able to help. And there's nothing more gratifying to my crew members and me when we can get involved and save a life for them.
As of this weekend, the search and rescue group has completed 7 successful rescue missions in Yakima.
Sunday evening, police swarmed a house on the 800 block of North 6th Avenue for reports of a gunshot victim in Yakima. After securing the scene, they say they found the teenage boy who was shot in the leg. They say there were many other people involved, including a person who was stabbed who vanished before police arrived.
We haven't made any arrests yet or located the victim of the stabbing or the other person who was involved in the incident, just the one victim of the gunshot.
Marks the first big shooting of 2023 for Yakima. Officials say the case is not believed to be gang-related, but those involved are gang-affiliated members. The teenager who was shot was sent to Memorial, where police say he is in stable condition right now. Crowds,
Loud noises, and flashing lights can be overwhelming to some kiddos. So today, before the mall opened, kids who prefer a quieter scene had the chance to meet Santa one-on-one. Organizers tell us this is the 8th year they've done it, with usually about 20 to 30 kids in attendance.
It's such an important program to the area. It's for these kids that have sensory sensitivity. So whether that's, sounds or get overwhelmed with a lot of people in the area, we're able to really, calm things down, slow things down, have that one-on-one experience with Santa and these kids where these families might not have been able to have that experience before.
If you missed out this weekend, the same event will take place next Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m. Trainers tell us rescue missions are unpredictable and can happen anytime, anywhere. A lot of the times, ATVs are the only way rescue teams can reach someone in an emergency. However, ATVs can be dangerous, especially if you've never had any experience on one.
On the search and rescue aspect, if something happens to us when we're out there, we're a liability to the mission. So we need to be safe when we're out there so we can complete the mission that's assigned to us without getting injured.
Today, first responders were put to the test. They went through several different training techniques on a course designed by the ATV Institute to familiarize themselves with the vehicles.
How do you use your body language? How do you lean? How do you slide back and forth on the seat? How do you control it? Where's your center of gravity when you're going up hills, down hills?
The training started off slow but quickly picked up as the trainees learned to drive up steep terrain, jump over log obstacles, and ride on the edge of a hill. At the end, trainees were awarded their ATV certificate. Sheriff's deputies say this training is available for everyone.
As Christmas approaches, many people are still on the hunt for the perfect tree. However, the tradition of cutting trees might be slowing down.
Normally, we go and chop trees down or go get our tags and go out to the forest, but snow hit and we're a little farther from the forest than we normally are, so we're just going to buy them.
Yep. Local U-Cut tree farms say they've noticed a decline in people recently because of the heavy snow, giving some people no choice but to shop for pre-cut trees at tree lots.
Some people go to the mountains and get a tree. Well, they got to find it in all the snow now. So that'll help our tree sales.
Unlike U-Cut tree farms, stores like Roots Nursery say they've had tons of people coming in, snow or shine, to shop for trees for this Christmas. You may notice a lot of the remaining trees are all around the same height as me. That's because they say they've already sold out of all of their tall Christmas trees for this year. Regardless if your tree is already cut or not, farmers say trees are going to cost you a little more this year, although that doesn't seem to be stopping shoppers this season.
Everything's gone up lately, so it doesn't seem like it's actually gone up with the inflation or anything of the time, so it's actually decently priced, in my opinion.
You know, people just accept the fact that things are going to cost more, but they're buying.
And it appears next year will be even more expensive as less options become available. Robert Mitchell, manager at Roots Nursery in Yakima, says each year there are fewer and fewer tree lots in town, likely due to a supply shortage.
But we're already told that next year we're only going to get half our trees, mainly because of a heat spell 2 years ago on the coast. It burned a lot of trees, and so they're not coming into maturity like they should.